just been in there to tell him exactly where it is. Now he kicks to the front of the goal square. Up high there was Somerville, and the ball spills over for a boundary throw-in in the right forward pocket for the Bombers. They lead by that bare margin, 20 points, but in the context, hello, we might really have a...
Well, amazingly here at Waverley, in round 10, St Kilda playing Essendon in Saturday night football, there has been some sort of power failure. 5 minutes or 4 minutes 47 seconds to go of the third quarter. The Bombers were leading by 20 points, and the whole place is in darkness.
The lights went out. The lights went out because of a car accident.
A car had hit a local transmission box in the area, so no power, no lights.
How dark? It was pitch black.
It was dark.
You know it was dark. Yeah, it was dark. It was most unusual. It was like, it's like a twilight zone.
I do remember we were just all looking at each other and we weren't really sure what to do.
I think it was my third or fourth game, so I was just happy to be out there.
You could see figures probably within a couple of metres sort of thing. You couldn't make them out.
You know, ball was in their forward line and all of a sudden the lights go out and you, what are you thinking? Well,
I'll tell you, I was standing, probably somewhere near the goal square. I didn't like to leave it too often. And I was playing on Jamie Shanahan. Shanahan was this big unit that was trying to pulverise me at every given opportunity. And the lights went out and it was just, you're stationary for a couple of seconds thinking, what's just happened here? And then from then on, I was just like, where's Shanners? Where is Shanners? He's somewhere. I can hear him in the footsteps. I just kept running everywhere.
There's now some safety lights pointing over the ground in front.
I recall Stan Ells was over came down to the bench.
And Stan was addressing us from the dugout and, you got people clambering over people's backs.
Can I say that without the expletives? because it's what the... I mean, they talk about one of the big mantras for coaching is to expect the unexpected. I've got no idea what I said because I had no idea what I was going to say, so yeah, it was just pandemonium.
Then it was decided that we go inside, just probably to stay warmer.
If it was dark outside on the ground, when you went in the rooms, it was pitch black. I mean, you couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
You're in there and people are saying, make sure you're ready to go back out. They could go out in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour.
The longer it went, the more you're concerned about the players that cool down and the fact to go back, I couldn't see what would be gained. And a million things going through your head, trying to think what needs to be done. And look, the word's confusion.
I mean, just the confusion that will now reign, the headline that will be on tomorrow and around the world is just going to be amazing.
The front page of the paper will be just black.
You can just hear in the background there that they've just said they're still waiting for United Energy to get here.
I think the funniest thing is just watching the commentators are dealing with the situation, and there's real comedy there.
Working by torchlight, would you believe? The lights are off at Waverley. Essendon led by 20 points, 9-9 to 6-7. There was an accident in the area.
Yeah, we got off, and that was when there was the green light for the crowd to say, let's see what Waverley's like.
And it was Lord of the Flies, unbelievable anarchy. There were goalposts going down, there was fires being lit, there were wooden seats being ripped up.
It only takes a couple. It only takes one point post to come down and set on fire, and everyone thinks it's okay.
There was that mob mentality.
The police were involved.
Can I get that thing out of my eye so I can see something, please?
Yeah, but they went nuts, yeah. They all went out there and enjoyed themselves. Only a few got a bit loose, and it was cold out there in Waverley. They just needed some heat. They've set fire to something.
We'd ask you now to please leave the stadium.
Even being reissued with tickets wasn't enough to quell the fury among spectators.
They've kept them in the ground without any information whatsoever.
We've got no idea where our car is.
How are you feeling, Ross?
Bit shell-shocked at the moment. Unfortunately, certain circumstances have occurred that were beyond our control and have brought all the lights down, and we've had to cancel the game. So it's really up to the Commission now to determine what happens with the points.
We found out that the game would finish on the Tuesday, the next day, which was a Sunday.
I reckon they should have made a decision at that point of time. It was either the game's abandoned, it's a draw, or Essendon were in front and it was past half-time. Essendon should have been awarded the points. I thought it was a bit of a cop-out.
I rang Ian Collins as the captain the next morning when it was told that we're going to front up on the Tuesday. We can't do that.
2 12-minute halves, most unusual again.
The league gave us a special $500 payment for playing each player.
Tonight, the game concludes. Welcome to Waverley for Essendon and St Kilda for part 2 of an amazing AFL Centenary highlights.
So we only had a couple of days preparation. We were informed that we were able to make changes to our team.
James heard everybody was wanting to know whether or not he would be playing. We can tell you now that he has been named.
Being out injured, wasn't quite fit enough for the Saturday, came in on the Tuesday. That's how ridiculous it was.
Yes, Herd in, Cummings out.
It was probably just me wondering where Shanners was.
You played one game, but we had 25 or 26 players that effectively played that one game of footy.
So 5 changes to both teams. Welcome Robbo to the telecast. 2 halves here. Essendon lead 9-9 to 6-7.
I remember kicking the first goal on the Tuesday night, so that was a bit of a buzz to get involved early.
Lowe's kick will get within about 10 metres of the goal. Big fly from the side kick. Clear, and might be a goal there to Brown. He's got it. It's what the match needed. The Saints to get the first. And suddenly that scoreboard tightens, 7-7 to 9-9. Gets it well inside 50. Herd in a wrestling match there with Young. Now Herd, good hands, Buick a very good kick. Look at that one go home.
But unfortunately, yeah, the Bombers were too strong for us.
And officially, Essendon have won this round 10 clash by, what's the margin, 22 points, is it? 13-11-89, St Kilda 9-13-67.
If you look at Waverley's history, that would be one of the most interesting stories of the history of Waverley.
Yeah, the actual event's brought up quite a bit because it is such a unique thing now.
It was probably the weirdest moment I've encountered playing AFL football.
Well, it was just a wild situation that you never prepare for and you never seen again.
At the point of time when those things, stuff that seems so serious in your life, that seems earth-shattering, the further you go down the track, it's more the fun that comes out of it, and it's the laughter about it, and it's, I guess, added to the legend of it.